Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, on parle sur le film Cleaver par Christopher Moltisanti sur le télévision Les Sopranos sur HBO. Ok? Au début, j'ai pensé que ce film était qu'est-ce que c'est le mot? Assez fou parce que c'est très similaire à le film Goodfellas aussi. Sorry guys, ha! Just a prank. It's me, Jack. I'm gonna give you Jake right now. Just a little prank. Gotcha. See you later.
Thanks, Jay. Hello, everybody. It's me, KillJoy Jake, and I'm here to talk about your favorite horror movies. How's everybody doing? Oh, we got the chat blowing up already. Hi, everybody. Let's talk about The Sopranos, because that's what I know you're here to all talk about. Anybody gonna say it? No? Okay, I'll hand you over to the real star of the show now. Jacob, you're throwing my king.
Oh yeah, well, thank you,
Hey,
thank
thanks-
you.
thanks
for
for
doing,
having me
thanks
on.
for doing
Thanks
the
for-
intro. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wow. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KillJoy Jake YouTube channel. Had some guests talk French and do a little translating. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys. What's up? Welcome in. I said that already. My chunky Jordy, what's up? Welcome in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Some pretty good advice. Appreciate that. Thank you. Julian Perez is saying, yo, let's go another live stream. It's been a minute. Haven't been live since last Tuesday, so we're thought I'd make it weird. Why not? Why not make it a little weird? Aquadeath is saying, got a question. What was the last movie that you watched? I just watched Poor Things, and it was a banger, my dude. I really liked that one. That was gross, weird, disgusting, all in the best way. I really enjoyed that one. Highly recommend it. Jackson is with us tonight. What's up? Hello. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Still giving a nasty look to the camera. Love it. Dawson is saying, hi, can't wait for Terrifier 3. Dude, I'm hyped for Terrifier 3. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to do a double feature of that and The Wolfman from Blumhouse this October. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. That one the same day is insane to me. I'm very excited. RJ Skarenki is saying, having Nev makes me want to celebrate Scream 7 now. Well, hell yeah, dog. I'm glad you're excited. I'm excited for it. It looks like it's gonna be good. I have my qualms and all that, but I'm still excited for it nonetheless. That's not Jake. I'm curious what everyone said. I was really thinking the guys were gonna mess with you a little bit more, but not quite. Sorry, I'm Cursed is with us. What's up, dog? How's it going? Sorry, I'm Cursed 2. Sorry. Don't want to mess that up. Welcome. Jake looks different. Yeah, a little different, I got, those are my replicants coming in to help out with the stream today. Wow, you grew out your hair, Jake. I was really hoping someone would be like, oh shit, like is someone just like messing with his stream? What's going on there? Dwayne The Rock Johnson is here. There is something wrong with that image though, dog. What's up? Welcome in. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Oh shit. We were just talking about that. We were literally just saying, wow. We were just saying this is literally going to be that joke from The Office. That's funny. Jason Carpenter is with us. What's up, Jason? Saying, what's up, Jake? Enjoyed my Monday off. Got my Ghost energy drink going. Playing the Resident Evil remake and chillaxing. Very nice. The original, like the first one? Like the first Resident Evil remake? That's awesome, dude. That's the only one I haven't played. Like I played 2, 3, and 4. I have not played the first one though. I hear it's fun, but have not played it. Denisha Lane, thanks for being with us. Thanks for being a mod. Appreciate that. Thank you. Amy's asking, will you watch the Blumhouse film The Woman in the Yard starring Danielle, I don't know, Deadweiler, coming January 10th, 2025. Yeah, I was looking at Blumhouse's release schedule the other day and I was like, this just from the title alone, it kind of gives me typical Blumhouse release vibes. But I'm very excited for what they have coming for the rest of the year. We have a Speak No Evil remake, which, like, I don't know if that's going to be good, but I love the original Speak No Evil. That was really cool. And I like the director of the remake, so I'm like, okay, well, maybe this one might be cool. Who knows? But I am very excited for The Wolfman. That should be a big turnaround for this company that has kind of released some, you know, kind of meh movies lately. I'm hoping that changes, though, here soon. I really do. Because I love Blumhouse, man. I don't want to sound like a Blumhouse hater, because I'm not. I love that. I love that company. I just think they've been putting out a lot of stinkers lately. They're still making money, though. So there is that. Yurdy G is saying no studio today, so I'm in this bish. Hell yeah, dog. Welcome in. There's something toxic, one of one, in the mail. Ooh. Might be getting a new hoodie from old Yurdy G that I'll be wearing on stream. Very exciting stuff. Yurdy, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Oh, Jordan, that's awesome, dude. Just started my weight loss journey today, so it's been a good day. Good, man. Listen, you got to start somewhere. You just got to commit to it. It's not easy. It's not easy. I went to the gym through September to December of last year. That was tough, man. That was a lot. I haven't been going in the new year as much. I got to get back into it. I'm not a good example. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Be more consistent than Jake. But just do it, man. It's so worth it. Make it happen. All the luck to you, Jordan. That's fantastic to hear, dude. Eric from the Bearded Entertainment is with us, saying the Pooniverse. The biggest news of the week, probably. And come on, we got to talk about that a little bit. So I just posted a video. I was a little late on it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been what a weekend. I'm not going to get into all that, but very crazy, very, very crazy, insane weekend for old Jake. So I was a little tired this morning. But post a little video talking about this. Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 is going to start the Pooniverse. Or it's like the Twisted Childhood Universe. TCU is what we're calling it. Where it's going to be all the different characters from Jagged Edge Productions all coming together to be in one big Avengers-style slasher flick. They're talking about, comparisons to Freddy versus Jason in terms of all these killers, like killing a bunch of like survivors from the other movies. They're going to be fighting each other, which is really kind of exciting to me. I think it's just going to be ridiculous fun. You know what I mean? B-movie schlocky fun. I'm here for it, man. I think these movies are going to be, just a really good time. I'm going to, probably beforehand, just a little bit, just a little, not to the point where I can't review it anymore, but, but point being, this is insane. It's ridiculous. It's a fun little B-movie schlocky event, and I'm here for it, man. Am I expecting this to be a masterpiece, the greatest horror film of the 2020s? No. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to take all my buddies to go see it. Sean's asking a bit about it, too. What's up, Sean? Welcome in. Which Pooniverse movie are you the most excited for? I think Pinocchio looks cool, and I like Tigger saying bitch. Dude, that clip was pretty funny, I'm not going to lie. Very, very, lots of Freddy Krueger vibes from that one. I'm really into that character. His design is sick. I love the clip. He might steal the show, I hope. So that's exciting. I'm excited to see the Bambi one, Bambi the Reckoning. I have no idea what that is going to entail, but I love the title. I think Bambi the Reckoning, that was the direction that franchise needed to go, frankly. Bambi 2, I don't know, man. No, I'm kidding. I'm really excited. I think they're all going to be just dumb fun, and I can't wait to do weird little reviews on them, dude. I might be doing something with the Winnie the Pooh people here soon, so secrets. You guys will know soon. Sloppenheimer, what's up, dog? I still love that name. Oh, never change that, please. That's so good. Opinion on Scream 7 being concurrent with Scream 6. So I did a video talking about these two taking place at the same time. I also did a video. I'm going to do a video later in the week talking about, I don't know. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I just found out the Beetlejuice 2 trailer might come out tomorrow. So I got to cover that, dog. That's way too big. But I really want to get a video out talking about like what the character arc is going to be for Sidney Prescott in Scream 7. It's something that probably the biggest thing that eludes me about it. Eludes me? That's not right. The biggest thing that I'm worried they won't get right, I guess, is my biggest thing with it. I just want it. I want it to be good. I don't want it to be a sequel where I'm like, we're treading the same ground we've already gone down with Sidney Prescott. That would suck. Will they take place at the same time? Potentially, but Gale Weathers can't be there then. And I'm like, dude, I'm 99% sure Courtney Cox will be in Scream 7. Like 99%. I can't see them doing it at the same time, even though I did do a little video talking about it. It does fix a lot of problems with how 6 ended and things that, a lot of people are like, well, we got to start doing this for newer movies and in the franchise. I get it. Scream 6 is not a perfect movie. I really enjoy it, but it's not perfect. Scream 7 can fix a lot of these things, but I'm also worried they're going to fall back on some of the problems with it. Like the nostalgia element to Scream at this point, I think we need to shut that down, dude. Like that almost killed Scream 6 for me at certain points. Like the shrine scene is so egregious. It's just like, here's everything that came before. I don't know, man. Try to commit to doing your own thing. I hope Scream 7 really does that, and they don't just like. What's worse than that is retreading old ground, right? Just making Scream 3 again, where it's like this big triumphant thing for Sidney Prescott. If that's all the movie is, and it's like it's just another family member who's angry, it's gonna be the worst one. Like I'm telling you that right now. So I hope not. I hope it's good. But we'll see, dude. Easton Plays is saying, do you think Megan 2.0 will be PG-13 or R? Definitely PG-13. I mean, definitely with how the last one was PG-13, I'm sure they'll do the same with this one. I imagine it would make less money if it was R-rated, but I don't know. That's the other thing too. PG-13 horror. Say what you want about it, but they do them because they make more money. More teenagers can go see them on the weekends. So that's the biggest thing about them. They're gonna keep making them till the end of time, even if you hate them. Just how it works. Sorry, I'm Cursed is asking, should I watch the first Winnie the Pooh horror movie? I've been holding back on it, and I was gonna watch it last night, but I just can't bring myself to it. That's really funny. Yeah, give it a watch. I don't know if it's gonna be like super necessary to see the sequel. You know what I mean? Like you got to see this one to see the sequel. I don't think it's gonna be super necessary, honestly. Like from what we've seen from the clips, just from Winnie the Pooh 2, like kind of tells us that they're probably going to pretty much explain everything that happened in the previous movie. If you know who Christopher Robin is, you know what I mean, then you pretty much got it. So I think you'll be good. That's my guess. But give it a watch. For me personally, I thought the very beginning, the very ending were like laugh out loud hilarious. I will, listen, what I will say is I'm really appreciative for the Winnie the Pooh people being so cool to my channel lately. That's awesome. I do have my criticisms of the film though. I think the middle drags a little bit. But I think this new one is going to be paced a little better, be maybe even sillier, super gory and brutal too, which I'm here for, man. I just hope it's fun. I hope it's just a fun schlocky B movie, man. That's all I'm hoping for it. No like super high expectations or anything like that, but I'm gonna have a fun time with it, man. And that's what I'll say about the first one. Just go into it thinking this is just gonna be a good time. I wouldn't watch it alone. Like if you're with get some friends together, you know what I mean? Get some friends together, get yourself like buy a 12-pack of beers or something, have some fun, Denisha, I also want to say I really appreciate you being a mod, but you don't got to tell people not to curse. That's all good. I don't listen. If I curse in my own house, you can curse too. So go ahead, go nuts. I appreciate it, Denisha, though. Thank you. What else is going on here? I'm gonna scroll ahead just a little bit because I'm real behind. Mastermind Killer is saying, "Hey Jake, we just lived through a Wizard of Oz tornado in Delaware, Ohio. Yeah, dude, it just missed me, thank God. Where I'm at, much scarier than any Blumhouse movie released in the last couple of years. That's." Funny, but tragic. Mastermind Killer, I hope you're okay. I saw some videos of down south, a little more into like the country area of Ohio. That's where I'm assuming, I've never been to Delaware, Ohio, but I'm assuming it's down there a little more. Be careful, man. I hope you're doing okay because, saw some videos of like middle of Ohio, some places in Indiana that are just like completely wrecked, and I just feel so bad. Horrible stuff. I mean, I feel like this just came out of nowhere too, so it's horrifying. Stay safe out there, everybody. Jesus. I'm seeing Amy talk about David Dastmalchian should star in Scream 7. Ooh. I love David Dastmalchian. He's great. We got a new movie with him coming out this week called Late Night with the Devil. Very excited to watch this one. We've got a lot of really good movies coming in the next couple of weeks here. Movies that I'm very excited for too. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I know it's getting some like bad buzz, but I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be fun. The trailer looks promising to me. I'm really hyped. I'm seeing that Thursday night. Immaculate with Sydney Sweeney is coming out this week, and we also have that David Dastmalchian film. So lots to talk about this week, ladies and gentlemen. If it's the Poohniverse, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey Part 2, We got a bunch of crazy stuff, man. I'm very hyped. Jason Carpenter is saying, Jake, thoughts on the Crow remake trailer? I already knew it wouldn't be able to match the OG, but it still looks decent enough, and I can give them kudos doing their own thing. Jason, you got me, man. For the first time in a very long time, I haven't been able to watch. I've never seen The Crow, and I haven't been able to watch it yet. But that's why I haven't been covering it, because it's like it was huge, blew up. I wish I could have covered it, but I don't want to seem like a poser. You know what I mean? I don't want to seem like a poser and talk about something I've never seen before. And I've never seen The Crow, so I got to change that. I got to watch it before I can really judge the remake. Seems like a lot of people are really upset by the trailer and that first look of old Bill Skarsgård. So apologies on that, but I gotta watch it. I gotta make that happen. I know, like, I pretty much know everything that happens in the movie now. I know about the behind the scenes stuff. I've had the whole movie like spoiled for me, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm still gonna check it out. I just don't feel comfortable talking about it until I've seen it. I've got a very serious thing about not talking about stuff unless you're a bit of an expert. You know what I mean? Like, I just watched a bunch of Omen movies, for instance, that Nas sang. I feel like I can talk on this now that I've actually seen those movies. I know a little more about them. Been doing a lot of research on that, but The Crow's up next. Gonna try to watch that movie and just try to know a little more about it so I can be more knowledgeable about it, talk about it. So working on it, making it happen though. But yeah, I feel like the reason people like this page, reason people subscribe is because like I know my shit on horror and I don't want to talk about something I don't know my shit about. So working on it, I'm gonna make it happen soon though, Jason. Fort Misery Gaming is saying, Jake, did you hear for Halloween Horror Nights? It's a high chance we're getting Freddy Returns, Quiet Place, and Ghostbusters. Okay, I'm all about that. Hell yeah, dog. Ghostbusters will be fun, I imagine. Probably not as scary, but like kind of like the Stranger Things house from a couple years ago. Quiet Place, that's a tough one. Because you got to be quiet. But I'm here for it. Hey, I'm here for whatever, man. I love Halloween Horror Nights. I think it's like some of the best haunted house stuff out there. It's awesome. So I've only been able to go to it once. I've seen videos of some of the other years though, and I'm like so jealous that I didn't get to go to some of those. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm very excited. I'm gonna try to go this October, which I'm hyped for. So I'm saving up for it though. Tickets are expensive, dog. Damn. Eric is saying people are really just upset that they made the character Eric Draven. He doesn't fit who Eric is, but other than that, the movie looks pretty badass. I'll get to it eventually. I saw that first photo and it just looked goofy to me, based on my non-opinion, basically. I just saw Bill Skarsgård with like some whack ass looking tattoos, and it gave me Jared Leto Joker vibes, which is a hard thing to say really fast. So someone who doesn't know anything about these movies, I was just like, what is going on there, dog? So it was just fun. It was just like, ooh, that looks rough. But I don't know, once again, uninformed opinion. So don't take that one too seriously from old Jake. Sorry, I'm Cursed too is saying, even though I love what I have seen from Brandon Lee's The Crow, I still never gave it a sit down. I might if I enjoy this new one. Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch. I'm gonna try to watch those movies, and I want to put a big video together, just talking about it. I want to talk about it. This is big news. Continuation to a very beloved movie. A lot of people are upset about it too. So, at some point, want to make that happen. Paula is with us too, by the way. What's up, Paula? Welcome in. Thanks for being a member. Appreciate your support. Welcome. Fort Misery Gaming asking some more questions here. What do you think would be the optimal motive for Ghostface in 7? Honestly, my favorite motive was Roman. I just didn't like the motive on Amber and Richie. What did you like about Roman's motive? I'm just curious, because it's one of my least favorites. I'm just not crazy about it. He's just angry that he's just angry about his mom leaving him. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just so like they shoehorned that in there to make another movie. That's all I can think about when I'm seeing that. What I do really like about Roman is that, or just Scream 3, I should say in general, is the commentary on producers in Hollywood being dickheads. And you guys know what I'm talking about. y'all know what I'm talking about, or maybe you don't. Well, but that's okay. Harvey Weinstein. Let's just throw that out there. There's a lot of commentary towards that fella. That really works for me in Scream 3. I think that's really well done. it's strange to have that in such a goofy movie, I think, considering how serious that commentary is, but yeah, I don't know. Scream 3 feels very shoehorned to me. It just feels like let's get another movie out of Scream. Let's make that happen. And it's kind of all based in Roman's character a lot for me personally. You like that his motive you like his motive because he planted the seeds to get Billy and Stu to start everything. Okay, hey, that's fair. I mean, it builds on that. I don't know. For me, I think it's scarier to think that two teenagers just did this. You know, two teenagers were just inspired by movies and, you know, personal drama to just start killing their friends and family. That's so messed up. That's gross to me. Makes it feel a little less soap opera-y and more like this could happen to anybody. And I like that. It just feels scarier to think about it that way. But that's just my thoughts. I respect it though. I also think, you know, there's a charm to having each movie build upon the last too. So that's another fun thing about Scream 3. You know, if you don't have that, it doesn't build upon the original, I guess is my point. Jordan Talks Films is saying, unfortunately, Stu will be coming back. Probably, dude. I mean, I wouldn't bet against it with everything we know. Let's read the rest of this though. The stars are just too aligned at this point. I just don't want them to ruin him is all. It's my favorite Ghostface and a top 3 character in the franchise. Listen, I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen, but it's probably going to happen. That's what I'm saying. And why do I say that? You know, why do I say is that this is probably going to happen? Because if I was Spyglass right now, that's exactly what I would do. Put yourself in their shoes. You know, we have people every single day on Twitter /X, whatever you want to call it. If you're Elon Musk and you call it X, okay, cool, dude. But over on Twitter, every single day since Melissa got fired, someone has been talking about how shit Spyglass is. Someone, multiple people, every single day, dude. It has not stopped. It's the reason I don't go on there anymore, except to promote my weird little videos. And not that I disagree with it. It's just, it's a lot. it's a lot of drama 24/7, and my anxiety-filled brain can't take that all the time. But what's crazy, man, is like if I'm Spyglass, I'm seeing all that shit. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, like the fans hate us. They absolutely hate us. We got to do something to, you know, turn this to shift the narrative to make this something different now. So let's bring in a character that all the fans love, Stu Macher. Let's bring in Neve Campbell, a character that all the fans love. Let's bring in Kevin Williamson as the director, someone that all the fans love. Listen to that. You know what I mean? It's that same thing. It's going to be on repeat. It doesn't matter what the story is. If Stu's in it, everyone's going to see that movie. Everyone's going to have to see that. Love that theory or hate it, man. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad because I just feel like we could do a really good whodunit in 7, but I just don't think that's going to be the case. I think they're going to just be like, well, you know what? Everyone likes Stu, so let's just throw him in there. And I like Stu. He's my favorite Ghostface, but it makes no sense for him to come back at this point, especially if it's going to be a continuation past 6. I mean, maybe if it's a Halloween 2018 style sequel where it's a direct continuation to just the original, maybe it could work. But some people, then there's the whole, well, we don't want breaks in the timeline. We don't want this to be turned into the Halloween franchise. And I get that argument too. So I don't know. There's just so much. There's so much to talk about Scream, man. I could just dedicate this page to Scream 7 right now. I really could. I could just talk about all the different angles they could take it, all the drama, all the crazy shit. It's just insane. It's insane right now. Rye Shy Guy, thanks for being a member, dog. Love your profile picture too. Shy Guy Ghostface, I dig it. Saying, Jake, saw your poll for content. Will you eventually do a review for Love Lies Bleeding? Dude, I want to see it too. I haven't had time. Haven't had time to just go check it out. But I'm getting to it. I'm making it happen. I really want to see this movie. If you guys have no idea what we're talking about here, killer movie. Or killer director, I should say. Rose Glass, who made Saint Maud a couple years ago. I fucking loved this movie. Like, blew me away. Killer ending. Woo! Just one of the scariest horror movies from when that one released. Was that 2021? I can't remember when that came out. Killer movie though, loved it. Director comes back with this movie, Love Lies Bleeding, and it's getting a lot of rave reviews. Some people are saying favorite horror movie of 2024 so far. I'm very excited for it. Rye Shy Guy. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch it as soon as possible, and I'm gonna try to do a review. I do in that content poll though, Ryan. I did talk a little bit about oh fuck! Wow, totally is escaping me right now. I talked about a Terrifier movie a Terrifier ripoff movie, I should say specifically. It's getting a lot of buzz right now. A lot of people really love this movie. I tried to watch it the other night, and it's rough. But it's a movie that is totally ripping off Terrifier, and some people are digging it, some people are not digging it. I'm excited to talk a little bit more about it though, like in a full video. And as soon as we're not having crazy amounts of updates every single day, yes, I'm going to try to get to that stuff because I really want to talk about that especially. I have a Scream 7 theory too I want to get to in the week. And if I can, a Love Lies Bleeding review before everything that comes out this week. So I could, dude, Ryan, it has not been this busy in a very long time. I'm not complaining. Very excited. I love when it gets busy, man. I love when there's a lot of news, a lot of things to talk about and dissect. So no complaints from old Jake. Tell you what. Billy Jennings, thanks for being a member, my friend. Saying Stu still doesn't really have a motive, and that makes it so much scarier. That's why 1 will always be the best. No arguments there, man. 1 is always going to be my favorite, personally. I think 1, it's just a perfect movie. It's so well done. It's so much fun. It's got a great reveal. It's got great characters. It's the best one. I mean, I think it always will be the best one. But I will say a lot of sequels have done some very exciting and interesting things. I love Scream 4. Scream 4, in my, from what I saw as a child, I think has some of the best reveals and kills. I just love it. Scream 4 is my baby. It's my favorite sequel. So much fun. Scream 6, I thought was a blast from start to finish. Loved some of the new characters and some of the character arcs. Some of the stuff they were able to do with the characters there. Very fun, very inventive. I'm excited to see what the next one does, man. I want another sequel that I can really just gush about. And really the only Screams 4 and Scream 6, I feel like at this point are the ones that I'm really gonna gush about because I love those ones to death out of all the sequels. I think 5 I really liked when I saw it. The more I watch it, the less I'm hot on it, I guess. But I do like 5. 5 is still a lot of fun. But Catbread is asking the serious questions here. Where's Darjan at? Oh, you'll see Darjan soon. We're working on a little something. So I have so many projects in the works, man. It's insane. So me and Darjan are working on a little something that you guys might see soon, but can't say too much more about that. Jason is saying, Jake, huge bummer. My local Best Buy completely pulled the plug on Blu-rays and CDs. Now Amazon has my business. That sucks. That sucks entirely. My Best Buy did the same thing though, which makes me so sad. I miss going to the store and looking through all the 4Ks and stuff and being like, ooh, that looks cool. Like I go to Amazon when I'm looking for something specific. You know what I mean? Like that. It was always fun to go to Best Buy or a secondhand store somewhere and just look around at shit and be like, ooh, I didn't even know this was a thing. That's how I found Alligator, which is one of my favorite B movies now. I was just at Best Buy. I was looking to buy one thing, and then I saw 4K of Alligator. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Sure, let's pick it up. Let's see if this is any good. I love it. It's one of my favorite B movies. It's so much fun. It's just a goofy monster movie. It's great. So I'm with you. It sucks. I don't like shopping online for movies. It's just not as fun in my opinion. So. But I guess we're forced to at this point. You know, that's all we got. It's the only option we got, Jason. Makes me sad. Buy physical media, people. Because one day, all that stuff on streaming is just going to be gone. They're just going to rip it away from us. Charge us $20 every time we want to watch it. That sucks. I'm not here for that. Next Gen is saying, what if after 7, they did an R-rated Scream animated series in the style of Invincible? They could bring the Carpenters back at that point and do whatever they want. I'll do you one better, Next Gen. How about Spyglass sells the rights and we do a Scream 8 that is the real Scream 7 that continues the story from 5 and 6? I mean, crazy idea. I think that's absolutely in the cards with how much people are clamoring for, justice for Melissa Barrera, get her back in these movies. I think they can totally make that happen, dog. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility at all. We even have Sam Carpenter actress Melissa Barrera saying things like that at conventions, dude. She's saying oh no, we're going to finish Sam's story. It's going to happen. So I'm telling you, it's going to happen down the line. They're going to get her back. It's going to be great. It's going to be glorious. In fact, Jenna Ortega will probably be less busy in a couple of years, or maybe not, but hopefully she'll have some time for Scream 7. I would love to see them all come back for another movie, man. I've never seen so much love for requel characters like that. You don't see that. You just don't see that anymore. And I say anymore, but we've never really seen a whole lot of love for for requel characters in general. So I think as soon as 7 comes out and Spyglass gets rid of the rights, we'll see some progress there for sure. Sarah Campbell has been a member for 16 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support over all this time, Sarah. Thank you. Can't wait for the next 16. Sarah, really appreciate you. Thank you. Really appreciate you always hanging out in these streams too and supporting the page. Means a whole lot. You're the absolute queen around here, Sarah. Hell yeah, dog. Thank you for your support. Sarah, you got to come back on the page sometime. I want to hear your thoughts on Scream 7. Got to make that happen. My phone thought I said Siri. Don't you do it. Don't you do it again. It was just listening to everything I'm saying. Ugh. Conspiracy theories. All right. Anyways. Donatus. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Welcome in, my friend. Welcome. Do you think Art will be killed in Terrifier 3? And if yes, then how? I don't think so because Damien Leone is talking a bit about doing a Terrifier 4. We also have heard a couple of interesting things from Damien. Not recently, but a little while ago. He, talked a little bit about wanting to do Terrifier 3 like long time. This was a while back. He wanted to do a long Terrifier 3. Now we have word that it's probably going to be like hour 47 is kind of what I've heard through the cracks, like somewhere in that range where it's like a little over 90 minutes. It's not going to be crazy long like Terrifier 2. And that also, and this is something my dude has stated publicly, Damien, that he wants to kind of split the story of what T3 was going to be into 2 movies, a Terrifier 3, a Terrifier 4. And that to me, I think makes a little more sense, even though I wouldn't be against a long-ass Terrifier movie, trust me. I loved Terrifier 2. I thought it was great because of its length. It was just so over the top. It was so ridiculous, and it just never stopped. It was like, oh my God, this is so intense. It's insane. So I don't think Art is going to die in Terrifier 3. Or, let's say this. Maybe he gets his head chopped off again or something similar to that, to where he is stopped by the time the credits roll. But he'll probably come back. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna come back if it's being birthed out of someone in an insane asylum. Wow, that's hard for me to say. I'm stuttering like crazy tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But maybe it's that. Maybe he's rebirthed by the devil himself. I don't know, dog. But I don't think he's going down in T3, I guess is my point. So we'll just have to see. How he ultimately dies, I don't know. From what we have learned about Art the Clown, you simply can't kill the guy. You can't chop off his head. You can't just shoot him. No, he just keeps coming back. So I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a great question. Sarah Campbell is gifting KillJoy Jake memberships left and right. Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate that. I'm curious who got him. My little thing here doesn't like to tell me. Likes to fight old Jake. So I gotta pull up the stream on my phone. I'm curious though, because I like to know who's joining the fold. That's what I like to call it, at least. I like my folds. Okay, so Sarah has gifted a membership to Jordan Talks Films, CM Chunk, I love that, and Noah Atkinson. Very good shit. Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Drink up on the Kool-Aid. It's delicious, and there's nothing else in it. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Check out some of the exclusive little update videos I've been doing on my short film that I'm working on, so that's pretty fun. You can check that out now that you're a member. What else do we got going on? Sean is saying Art the Clown should throw snowballs at kids on the street and ruin their snowmen. Okay, he could throw snowballs. He could be throwing, like, knives, too, or ninja stars. I can think of a lot of things Art the Clown could throw. That's very wholesome, Sean. I'm not gonna lie. That's a very wholesome thing for Art the Clown to be throwing. Not what I would guess he would be throwing. I'm not gonna lie. Fort Misery Game saying, so looking back at some of the other franchises like Freddy, Jason, etc. Got to give it to Scream. I still think they don't have a bad movie, but there are a lot of stinkers from the others. Yeah, dude, the Nightmare franchise. Whew, it stinks. Stinks like a filled diaper, dog, let me tell you. But yeah, I think, criticisms for Scream 3, I have them. I love all these movies. I think all 6 of them are a lot of fun at this point. I agree. I mean, the quality of this franchise, it's up there. It's definitely S tier, I would say. There's not a bad Scream movie. I love all 6 of them. I'm hoping 7 can be concurrent with that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm so concerned. Very concerned about the easy pitfalls we can fall into with the type of story we're going to tell. But we'll just have to see, man. We'll just have to see. CM Chunk is thanking Sarah. Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah, hell yeah. CM Chunk, is your profile picture that comedian that's been going viral lately? The guy that's like, get real? Is that what that is? I'm so curious. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but like there's this guy that just loses his mind on stage. It's hilarious. Has Jake seen my comments? Hello, Paula. I said hello to you. I said hello, Paula. What else did you put in there? Love you, Jake. I love you too, Paula. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you for your support, dog. Cosmic Urgency is saying, I hope Sydney's babysitter is the next generation final girl for Scream 7. Sydney's babysitter. I like the Halloween nod that would provide. She gets a call and attacked while babysitting Sydney's kids. Okay, I could see it. That could be like how you get, maybe that's how we're introduced to Ghostface or Open and Kill or something like that. I could vibe with that. And it's like, well, this is clearly was supposed to be an attack on Sidney Prescott. I could get into that for an Open and Kill. That'd be fun. And like how, the kids are right there. I guess my question would be then, why doesn't Ghostface go after the kids? Would Sidney have to be there and stop that shit and chase Ghostface out of the house? Is that, is it too early to be doing something like that? Do we got to do exposition? I'm making up this opening scene thing, but I could get into a kill like that. That could be cool. That could be a lot of fun. I'm down for it. I'm excited to see if they make Sydney's like children and Mark Kincaid like main characters, what they got going on, what their deals are. I'm hyped to see it. I wish we knew a little more about the characters. I'm excited to find out like casting for Scream 7 a bit more. I hope that like Sydney has a daughter who's like a main character. You know what I mean? I feel like that feels very requel-y. That could be such an easy character to write and have be in the mix the whole time too, so I'm hoping for something like that. That'd be fun. Slashing it with Matt. What's going on, man? Thanks for the $5. Appreciate you. Thanks for the support. Extremely happy for Scream 7. I am really optimistic with the recent news. Horror is so hot right now. Keep up the great work, my friend. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Matt, I'm working on that podcast too. I'm so sorry, dude. It's been nonstop for old Jake. Working on it, making it happen though. And yeah, I mean, horror news has been insane, non-stop this month. Like I said, not complaining, very happy. But it's just a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff, man. I can't wait to talk about, I got even more shit to talk about tomorrow, which is nuts. We got a Beetlejuice 2 trailer apparently coming out tomorrow. So I'll probably be doing a breakdown on that. Very excited to talk about that. I'm just hyped to see what that all looks like, I want to know, this is a sequel that I personally don't feel is necessary, but a lot of people have there's a lot of hype for it. All the people involved have said nothing but good things. Jenna Ortega, Michael Keaton. I was thinking Willem Dafoe. I'm like, that's not right. There's no way that's right. Michael Keaton has praised the film. There's practical effects, which is always something that's good in modern movies. So I don't know, man. I have mixed feelings. I got to see footage before I can really be like, okay, this is going to be a banger or not. So we'll see, man. We'll see, Matt. Dude, thanks for the $5. I really do appreciate it. And I can't wait to release that podcast, dude. We talk a little bit about some of the new series that are coming up, some of our favorite franchises, the new Crystal Lake series, and of course the Halloween TV show coming from Miramax. So lots to talk about there. Lots to talk about. What else do we got going on? Jason is saying I'm going to go on a limb and predict Gail is the opening kill for Scream 7. She gets killed on live TV. I don't know, dog. I think once again, I think Scream 7 is going to play it so safe with everything going on right now. I think it's going to be legacy characters galore, nostalgia, which I'm sure some people are like, hell yeah, that's awesome. That's all we want from Scream at this point. But I'm just thinking about the newer fans, the newer generation. We're just not going to get into that as much. I love these movies. I love all 6 of them. They're great. But Scream 6 is a dick-sucking competition, dog. It's a whole lot of, yeah, we love this franchise. It's like, yeah, dog, the majority of horror fans love Scream. Let's talk about some other shit going on in the world of horror right now. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to do commentary on. And that's what made that original film so great, made it still stand out. So I really want to see that. I really want to see that from Scream 7. What it's going to comment on and what its horror theme of choice is going to be, I guess. Rye Shy Guy is gifting some KillJoy Jake memberships too. Dude, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I'm once again pulling up the stream because I want to see. Gotta see what's going on here. All right, who got him? All right, so welcome to the fold, Cat Bread. Gotta love it. Love Cat Bread. Mario Rodriguez Solarzano. Welcome. And DJ Plays Favorites are all members of the KillJoy Jake cult. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thanks for the support, guys. Really does mean a lot. Thank you. Blair Hathaway is saying, what's the first thing you think of when you hear the name Stan Winston? I mean, Jesus, the killer special effects dude, right? Stan Winston, if I'm remembering correctly. Did he make Pumpkinhead? Did he do Pumpkinhead? The Pumpkinhead design? He did something with Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead comes to mind when I hear Stan Winston. Or that scene in Scream 3. Those are the two things that come to mind when I think of Stan Winston. But hell yeah. I think hell yeah, dog. That's what I think of. I love people that do makeup or special effects or anything like that in horror too. I mean, like, I'm a huge Tom Savini guy. He walked past me at Scarefest this last October, and I kind of lost my mind a little bit. Like, I really don't get starstruck. Like, I've met a few celebrities at this point, and it's kind of like that has weared off. You know what I mean? But Tom Savini, seeing him in the flesh, and Greg Nicotero, I saw both of them like in the span of 5 minutes. I was just like, just lost my mind a little bit. It's kind of awesome. He did direct Pumpkinhead. You're right. You're so right, Blair. I love Stan Winston though. I mean, holy shit. I love Pumpkinhead. I love special effects. I love practical effects make movies for me, man. I just can't get enough of them. Jordan Talks Film, not films, is throwing $5 out there. Thank you so much, dog. Saying Scream 3 voice changer coming back with this emoji. There we go. I tried to do the eyes the right way, and I realized I was going the wrong way. I was like, okay, well, we tried. Except this time it will make sense since it's 2024, kind of like they did in season 1 of the show. I mean, there's some interesting commentary. You can spin that in a way that it would be commentary, right? It's not a bad idea, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, Jordan. I kind of like that. I'm gonna write that down. I like that so much. I'm gonna write that down, dog. Because you could do some totally crazy commentary on AI right there. You know what I mean? This is a franchise that's known for its commentary. Run it, dude. Yeah, run the AI movie commentary. You could even write something where it's like, let's say the Stab limited series, the true crime limited series about what happened in New York last year, whatever. It's going to be AI generated. Like, it's like that's what the whole thing, that's the controversy now around it. Not only is it, it's controversial because it's based off of real crime, but it's also using AI to write the script or something. Like, there's like leaks about that, but nothing's confirmed, something like that. That could be really interesting. I would very much so be down for some commentary there, because that's a real threat to the movie industry right now. So many people are like, well, movies suck nowadays. Let's let the AI write it. Nothing makes me want to just poop on somebody's desk more than when I hear shit like that. I'm like, dog, if you think every movie that comes out nowadays is bad, you're not watching enough movies. You're just watching the popular ones. I don't know, dog. I'm like, I cried. I've watched 3 movies in a row that came out just in the last year that made me cry. Like, all 3 of them across the board. Or elicited some kind of insane emotion out of me. Poor Things was so good. Poor Things was so good, dude. Like, watch that movie. It's so good. It's fantastic. But you make a great point, man. You really do. I think the voice changer is not... I think it would actually work better now than it would in Scream 3. So I'm not against that. It just feels so gimmicky in Scream 3. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, we're just going to use this and you're not going to know who Ghostface is because he can use literally anyone's voice. I'm like, that's so overpowered, dog. And for no reason. It doesn't add to the commentary. It doesn't add to Ghostface being scarier. It's just kind of dumb. It doesn't really add anything to the scare sequences. You know what I mean? Like, you literally have a sequence where it's Roman calling Sarah Darling, and then changes to the Ghostface voice. And he tries to argue, well, that wasn't me. You know what I mean? Like, that's just lazy setup. You could have just had Ghostface call her. You know? Like I would have taken that instead. It's just like, it's a lot, dude. It feels very gimmicky. It doesn't really add anything. It doesn't have another layer. This would, you know, if it's like, oh, someone found Roman's voice changer and is using it for, and he like had AI software on it for whatever fucking reason back in 2000. I mean, you know, maybe that creates a plot hole, but maybe the fans don't care that much. So we'll have to see. Jordan, I don't hate that idea at all, honestly. I kind of vibe with it a little bit. Reinventing the voice changer, doing something that Scream 3 did, but better. That's really cool. I'm into that. I'm not down for Scream 7 just being a clone of Scream 7. Sorry, I misspoke. I don't want Scream 7 to be a clone of Scream 3. That would suck. You know what I mean? I don't want a Hollywood setting. I don't want, to be on the set of the Stab show, because that's just, we're rinse and repeat, same movie again. We don't want that. But I would be down for, playing around with this idea. Maybe not making it the whole movie, but an element to it. I'm here for it. Jordan, thanks for the $5, man. And you're also throwing $2 in there to talk about Gale. Ghostface calls Gale's show using Dewey's voice. Oh my God. Oh, that's brutal. Jordan, I'm writing all this down, dog. Voice changer, AI commentary, shit. Jordan's onto something here, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of vibe with this. Call into Gale's show. Whew. With Dewey voice. I'm writing that down because that's a cool idea, dog. I really dig that. That's upsetting. That's like actually so such a low blow, as she would say, right? From Scream 6. Oh. I'm like upset. I'm upset after you said that. I love it. That's great. That would be some awesome manipulation. You know what I mean? Like that's what I wanted from Scream 3, and we just didn't get that, you know? That's cool. I vibe with that a lot, actually. That's really fucked up. Jordan, thanks for the 5, thanks for the 2. Really appreciate you. You got some great ideas here, Jordan. I vibe with that a lot. Voice changer from Scream 3. How does the crowd feel about that? How do the people feel about any of that? I know we got a lot of big Scream 3 fans out there. So I'm curious what everyone else has to say. Jordan, that's a dynamite idea. I dig it. I think maybe Fate or someone else mentioned it before, but I can't remember. Well, Jordan, you know what? I love Fate. I still work. I'm still working with the guy on stuff, which is great. But I'm gonna credit you. I'm gonna credit you for that. I don't even care. I don't care if Fate did a whole video on it. I'm just being goofy. Alex19881. What's up, dog? Thanks for the $10. Appreciate you. Jake, have you seen The Shining? Oh, absolutely, dog. I love that, and it's 2019 sequel, right? Dr. Sleep. Oh, both so good. I would love for Scream 7 to have the same setting that The Shining has, a hotel or lodge in the mountains with an accompanying snowstorm. Ooh. So people, like a bunch of people trapped inside of a hotel, Ghostface is running around. Who is it? Trying to figure that out. I have pitched this. A bunch of other people have pitched like their own take on this as well. The idea of the whole movie taking place at whatever Sydney's safe house is. It's kind of the same vibes, right? It's like a bunch of people trapped in or snowed in, whatever, at like a cabin in the woods, like a big cabin, you know what I mean? Or a big hotel like this. And then they all got to like figure out who Ghostface is. It's like an old school, like Agatha Christie style murder mystery. And that I vibe with. That I think would be really cool. I'm all about something like that. I think that would be such a great way to throw the formula on its head, because that's the biggest thing. Whenever I'm talking about like Scream needs to do something different, you've heard me say that a million times. The reason I'm saying that is because the formula specifically is the same thing every time. That's what I'm like starting to get sick of, I guess is my point. Because I love Scream's, I love how Scream can do commentary, can have really cool characters, has a fun Ghostface reveal. That, for the most part, is pretty well done in almost all the movies. But it's the flow of things, just kind of being the same thing every time, trying to copy what the original did. That's what I guess I'm kind of sick of going through the same motions with each movie. I kind of want to do something like this, where it's like a little more cramped feeling, a little more, you were eliciting a different kind of fear this way, on top of just a guy with a knife running after you trying to kill you. That's exciting. That makes for a sequel that would really stand out, like Scream 6, like Scream 4. I'm here for that. I'm very here for that. That sounds like a lot of fun. And Scream in the Snow, why has that not happened yet? Like seriously, why is there no Scream in the Snow? That's so cool. I mean, think about like the black Ghostface robe against just like a sea of white snow like that. Like that would make for such a creepy and horrifying chase sequence, I think. I don't know. That would be so cool. Just cinematography wise too. I mean, I can see all the film bros nutting over that. So I'm here for it. I absolutely love the idea of it taking place in the snow. Rumor has it that they're gonna film it in the fall, which I don't know if that's true or not. I feel like it would make a little more sense considering Spyglass's MO if they were to just start filming like immediately. Like, let's get this thing going in the summertime, ladies and gentlemen. And then focus on Thanksgiving too, maybe. I don't know. Let's get Scream 7 out the way. Move on to Thanksgiving 2. Have them probably both released next year. That's my guess. If I was a betting man, that would be my guess as to what their whole vibe is right now. But I don't know. I want to be optimistic with Scream 7, right? But it's so hard not to be cynical with everything that's happened. So I got mixed feelings about it, but something like this would be dope. I'm hoping that they decide to kind of play with the formula a little more than anything. But Alex, I dig it, man. Thanks for the $10. I really appreciate your support, dog. Let's hope Scream 7 is good. Sloppenheimer watched Inside with Willem Dafoe, and I still think it's a top-tier psychological horror flick. What's your opinion on it? I've only ever seen Inside, the French film. I don't know if this is the same movie. I don't remember Willem Dafoe being in it. Inside with Willem Dafoe. 2023. Yeah, I have not seen this, my friend. Ooh. 2023 thriller flick. Okay. Interesting. There's a movie from like, I want to say like 2009, 2008, something like that, called Inside. It's a French film. It's really good, dude. Man, that's badass. I have not seen this though. I'll add it to my watch list for sure. Sloppenheimer. I can't get over that name. Noah Atkinson is saying something about a cliffhanger in a post-credit scene with the Core Force return in Scream 8. Dude, I'm telling you, the Core 4 is not going to be in Scream 7. I want him to be. I wish I would, if I had a shooting star blast over the top of my head. That's what I would wish for. But I don't think it's going to happen. Sarah Campbell is saying, I unironically want an April 4th release date of next year for Scream 7 so I can do a double feature with Fast X Part 2. Think of the chaos. Think of the memes. Sarah, you are true. This is a true chaotic super chat. Like maybe the most chaotic of all time. Dear God. The double feature that would be Fast X Part 2 and Scream 7. I couldn't handle it. Like my heart would give out, Sarah. I hope you understand that. I'll lose my mind. It's too much excitement. Two movies that I don't think are going to be good, but I'm still excited for. Like on the same day, I would literally lose my mind. I couldn't take it. It would be sensory overload for old Jake. But that's so funny, dude. That's Fast X Part 2 is going to, I hope it's good. I hope that they commit to the bit at this point. They're talking about making Fast X Part 2 more grounded. And I'm like, no, dude, you can't make Fast X Part 2 grounded after what you set up in 1. There's no way. Like there's no way. Don't even try to make it grounded. Give me the schlocky, goofy, dumb shit that was going on in Fast X. But again, just keep it rolling, baby. I want Part 2. I want Part 3. I want it to never end. Keep making Fast X movies. I'm here for it. That would be really funny. For a little while, there was a rumor that Scream 7 was going to release in April, but now we have the rumor that they're filming in fall. I mean, a quick turnaround for this movie, once again, wouldn't be surprised by. But I hope that they don't just, okay, let's make this thing and throw it out there. You know what I mean? That would also suck. If they film this summer, though, I could see an April release date. That would make sense. The majority of the Scream films, I believe, come out in like Q1 or early Q2 for the most part, if I'm remembering correctly. Because like Scream 4, I believe, was an April release. The last two movies were obviously Q1, if it was March or January. The original was like December. But I think the majority of the Scream movies have come out earlier in the year. So that would make sense. That would make sense. These are more like spring horror movies for me, for whatever reason. Like I watch these typically around this time. But just my thoughts. If I'm not watching them for work, like I'll watch Scream, around this time, March, April time periods. So I can see it. I love the chaos that this would create, Sarah. And listen, your boy would be talking about this double feature. I would be talking about it until it came out. Like there would be no stopping me at that point. So I love it. I love Fast X. I can't wait for Part 2. I'm more excited for that than anything. Like literally, there's nothing I'm more excited for than Fast X Part 2. Sarah, thank you for the 5. I really appreciate it. I can't wait for the memes. Let's hope it happens. Fingers crossed. Spyglass, you want to make the fans happy? You want to make people a little less pissed at you? Release Scream 7 the same day as as Fast X Part 2. Make it happen. Motion MV, what's up, dog? Welcome in. Hi, Jake. Like listening in on your discussions from time to time. What are your thoughts on Long Legs by Neon? Might be early to say, but it looks very promising. It does. No, it's not early to say. We got a trailer. I think it looks very promising. I'm with you. I'm hyped for it because it's given me like a little bit of a Silence of the Lambs vibes, which I really enjoy. I love movies like Silence of the Lambs or like what the fuck. Seven. Apologies, but the old noodle isn't working too good today. But I love like just long, investigative movies like that where it's like just talking about some really like messed up shit. So I'm here for it. Very excited for Long Legs. I think it's going to be good. Neon rarely misses too. I love a lot of their releases. I think they're up there with A24 in terms of really good indie horror. And Neon doesn't get talked about as much, man. It's a shame. They're making a lot of movies with the Cronenbergs. If it's Brandon, Caitlin, or David. And everything I've seen personally from the Neon Cronenberg movies, all good, like across the board. Not a miss yet. Nothing lower than a 10 out of 10 in my opinion too, dude. Possessor, Crimes of the Future. Oh my God, what's the other one? My favorite, Infinity Pool. Infinity Pool is like one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I just love it. I've seen it too many times. I'm obsessed with that movie. I think it's so funny. It's so gross. It's everything you want in a horror movie, at least for me. And then we got a new one coming from them. If it's Caitlin Cronenberg's new movie, which I cannot remember the name of that for the life of me. That looks good. And David Cronenberg's The Shrouds as well, which I believe is coming out this year. So Neon rarely misses. I really think Long Legs is also going to be good. They have a lot of other good movies too, besides just the Cronenberg stuff. That's just my favorite personally. The Lodge is a Neon movie that kicks ass. But no, I'm with you, Motion MV. I think it's going to be good. Hunter 240X, I love this. It's a formula. A very simple formula. Oh, everybody's a suspect. I love it, dog. That's funny stuff. It's a simple formula, but it needs to be changed up. You get 6 movies of the same flow. Gotta do something different, dog. Jason Carpenter's spitting some facts here. Listen, man, I appreciate the super chat, but even if you didn't give me $2, I'd be throwing this up on screen and bitching about it for the next couple of minutes. Why is there no Scream 4 Steelbook, ladies and gentlemen? I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 5, and I got 6, but where is 4? Oh! I need it. I need it in my life, Jason. I need it on my shelf. I only got the Blu-ray. I know there's like a Blu-ray Steelbook, I know, but I want that 4K Steelbook, baby. Let me max out my shit. They're going to release like 8K shit or something at some point, or maybe not. And then I'm going to have to rebuy like everything on my shelf, and I'm going to be so sad. I hope not. I hope it just stays at 4K. But yeah, man, we need that. We need a Scream 4 Steelbook for sure. I hope that comes out like later this year or maybe next year. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Jason. You're spitting straight facts, though. Someone needs to hear this. Whoever makes the Steelbooks. Make it happen, dog. Jason, thanks for the $2, man. Appreciate you. Jacob, love the name, dog. Welcome in. Saying, sup, Jake, what are your thoughts on stop motion? Was the gore up to par for you? Dude, I still have not seen this one either. I haven't had a chance to sit down. My weekends have been super busy. I just like quit my part-time job though, which is why my weekend was so crazy. So I have my weekends back, which is nice. I have not had a day off in a month, Jacob, so I have not had time to watch a whole lot of movies. I was trying to catch up on some of the Oscars stuff, and I still haven't watched all of those. I just watched Poor Things. Like, that's how behind I am with movies. And then we have like 3 movies releasing this week. I still want to see Love Lies Bleeding. I could spend the rest of the week watching movies, and I still wouldn't be caught up. But stop motion is one that's been on my list. Hearing nothing but good things about it, especially people in the horror space who are praising this one big time. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see it. No, I've heard nothing but good things. I love stop motion too, just in general. Tool, the band Tool has all these crazy music videos that are just disgusting stop motion, and I love it. Oh, it's so gross. It's great music mixed with some disgusting visuals. It's just, it's an experience. Couldn't recommend that enough. If you like stop motion, check that out. And what's that movie that the guy from, wait, was that Stan Winston too? We were just talking about him. There's a movie that came out a couple years ago now, and it's escaping me, unfortunately, but it's entirely in stop motion, horrifying, and creepy as all hell. I'm sure someone in the chat remembers, but Tool mentioned. Hell yeah, Jacob. You're damn right. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of great stop motion stuff in recent memory, which is so weird. Mad God, thank you so much, Ty. I really appreciate that. Yeah, Mad God is so good, dude. If you like stop motion, you will love Mad God. I'm sure you've seen it, but fuck, Mad God is so good. I loved that movie to death. That was a banger. But if you like Tool music videos, if you like stop motion, you'll love Mad God. All these things I just feel like are all kind of the same, the same subgenre in a weird sort of way. So, and Jordan, yeah, so to fund the short film that I'm working on right now, I went back to Chipotle for a couple of weeks, and that did not that was not fun. So I quit that. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Doing YouTube and that all at the same time, that was too much. But I have the money to make this short film now, and we're getting back to it. So we work to be broke, dude. You're so right. You're so right, dog. It's crazy shit. Ryan is new to the channel. Welcome, Ryan. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for stopping by. We just talk and we bullshit here. So whatever you want to throw out there, just throw it out there, man. If you got some movie take you want to throw out there, make it happen, dog. Throw it out into the world, and I'll try to get to it. I try to get to as many as I can. We got a lot of people here tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, by the way. So I'm gonna try. I try to get to as many as I possibly can, but shit's crazy. What else we got? Drink your juice, Shelby. I don't have any juice. That's the worst part. I don't got no juice, Mastermind Killer. Where is my juice? I usually have the chug jug, as my friends like to call it. And I don't know where it is. I don't got it nowhere. I got no juice. No juice left in old Jake. Ella is with us tonight. What's up, Ella? How's it going? Let's go. Ripping the bowl in the profile picture and everything. I love to see it. Welcome in, welcome in. Ryan is asking, who is your favorite live action Batman? Dude, I have the cringiest take on this, and I'm going to tell you. I personally, hot take, I just think Robert Pattinson's awesome. He's just so disgusting, weird, and gross, and that's how I've always pictured Batman in my brain, is like this sheltered billionaire who, you know, doesn't have a real any social strengths or anything like that. I just feel like that's how I've always imagined Batman in my brain, not the Playboy one that we saw with in the Christopher Nolan ones. Don't get me wrong, Christian Bale is amazing. I mean, he's an amazing actor, and he kills it as Batman. But as Bruce Wayne, I don't know. I don't know if I vibe with that version of Bruce Wayne that much, you know? I like disgusting, lives in a cave, stinky Batman, personally, just a little better. A lot of people really like Ben Affleck, too. Noah's saying that. Ben Affleck is a really interesting take on the character. You know, this is a totally different version than the comic books. You know, he's killing people. Batman's kind of just more badass, which I respect. I totally respect that. I think some people hear, you know, Batman killing people, we can't do that. But I don't know. I mean, listen, take shit down different paths. I don't mind it. I don't mind Ben Affleck, Batman, honestly. I think so many of them are so good. Like Michael Keaton also is great. Ryan is saying for me it's Michael Keaton, but I'm biased because that was the first Batman I ever saw. Oh, me too, dude. Listen, me too. I love, no disrespect for Michael Keaton Batman at all, dog. Woo! Love Michael Keaton Batman. He's definitely, I mean, he's so up there for me. I think he's number 2. Honestly, he would be number 2, in my opinion. I love Michael Keaton's one of my favorite actors of all time, too. So I love Michael Keaton Batman. It's awesome. Those first 2 movies, in that little, you know, like the 90s run. Well, I guess the first one's 89, but you get my point. Those first 2 movies are so near and dear to my heart. I love them to death. Very, very good superhero flicks. And then the other 2 that came out in the 90s are, they're movies. They exist. They're goofy little fellas. Villain Killin' Dylan showed his girlfriend the original Exorcist. Now she's obsessed with scaring the shit out of me with the crab walk down the stairs. Oh my God. That's awesome. Does she have the blood come out of her mouth too and everything? That would be really impressive if she could do that. Damn. That's sick. Mario is saying Adam West Batman, also a great choice. An absolute legend, R.I.P. Adam West Batman is hilarious. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Adam West Batman movie, but it's so funny. Like, tears coming down my face laughing every time I watch it. It's awesome. Zach O'Lantern is saying Michael Keaton Batman and your favorite Joker. Totally fair. Again, like great choices, man. Jack Nicholson. Whoo! So good. So good, baby. Gotta love it. Jason is saying Pattinson rocks. I think he was able to rip that Twilight label off with his Batman. I agree. You know, my girlfriend disagrees, which I think is so funny. She's like, I can't watch that movie. And I'm like, what? She's like, I grew up with Twilight. I can't watch Edward be Batman. It's just like, I can't do it. And I'm like, oh, you got to watch that movie. I'm trying to make her watch it because I think it's a really good. Personally, I loved the new Batman. I thought it was great. And yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't think he's Edward from Twilight anymore. You know, he's really made a name for himself in not only like indie horror movies, but also like, you know, the mainstream stuff he's done too. So, Motion MV is saying anyone can chime in here. Absolutely, yeah. Listen, here's what I'll say. If a super chat pops up, obviously I'm focusing on that. I greatly appreciate the support from you guys. Y'all are the best. But I like to hit on, you know, if I see something really cool, I'm like, oh shit, like hell yeah. If I see a really good question, I'm throwing it up on screen, guys. Anyone can chime in here. What are your guys' suggestions for found footage? Oh, you were just saying to the chat. But listen, I acknowledge everybody. Suggestions for found footage, dark web horrors. Any and all suggestions, welcome. The Den is what I recommend to anyone who is looking for good found footage or like a dark web kind of horror movie. The Den is so good and no one talks about it. Like genuinely a top 10 found footage for me. It's so fucking scary. I love it. It's horrifying. It's great. I don't even want to tell you any more about that. It's just about dark web shit. And it's so fucking scary. It's like, I get a lot of comments from people who are like, you know, I'm always talking about how much I love supernatural horror. But every time I talk about that though, I always get a comment from people, which I don't necessarily disagree with this. Some people will say, I can't get into supernatural horror because it's just not grounded. Like, I feel like this isn't something that could actually happen. That's the shit that scares me the most. If you're someone who agrees with that statement, watch The Den. It is a scary fucking movie, dude. Whew. Damn. Nasty. It's nasty. It feels very real and grimy and ugh. I love it to death though. It's a killer horror flick. Couldn't recommend that one more. Underrated. Doesn't get talked about enough. Don Harrison is saying we still need the definitive Batman. That is the thing though. You know, I wouldn't say, as much as I love Robert Pattinson Batman, there was things about that movie I guess I didn't love, you know, I guess is my point. It was still a really good movie. It's kick ass, but I'm kind of with Don here. I don't know if we've had a definitive Batman, you know, one where it's like, okay, that's Batman. You know what I mean? All the Batmans have their strengths though. Like I'm honestly, out of all the live action Batmans that I've seen, I think they all have something where the other one doesn't have that. And I think that's really cool. Even though we've done dark Batman so many times. I want to start doing superhero stuff on this page, by the way. I know some people are like, please God, don't do that. But I would love to cover the new DC stuff, like Superman coming from James Gunn. I'm actually really excited for that. They're filming it here, like where I live in Cleveland. So I'm like, that's so cool. I would love to just kind of, I don't know, just kind of talk a little bit about that. So just throwing that out there, testing the waters. Are people like, oh God, no, don't do that. But just thoughts. Sarah Campbell, thank you for the $30. Really appreciate that. Holy shit. Thank you. Happy you quit your job. Please pay your bills. I'm kind of working on that. Let's just say that. I no longer have a car payment anymore, which is insane. Like I had a $360 car payment that was suffocating, to say the least. I no longer have that. Whew, thank God. Very happy. And now I have the money to pay for my short film. So shit's good, Sarah. I really appreciate the support though, nonetheless. Really does mean a lot. Past couple of months didn't really do so good. I did some experimental stuff with the page, tried to push it into new grounds. Didn't necessarily work, but that's okay. We learned a lot. And now the channel's killing it. So back on the updates, making it happen. And I'm going to start up the animation page again here soon. So lots of good things that are in the works. You know what I mean? We're making it happen. We're we're trying to stay less broke, but here we are. I do appreciate your guys' support though. You guys are making this channel what it is. Seriously, like we're almost at 23,000 subscribers. That's insane. It's totally nuts. If you would have told Jake 5 years ago that I'd be running a channel like this, I wouldn't have believed you. It's crazy. So I remember, going to college during the day and studying, trying to get all that done, and then working on a video all night, staying up till midnight, making this channel happen. And now it's it's been kind of my full-time job on and off, and doing part-time stuff on the weekend every now and then. So it's been a lot of fun, dude. It's been so much fun. This has been a weird little adventure, but I'm here. I don't know where it's gonna end, but I hope it doesn't end anytime soon. I'll tell you what, it's been a blast talking horror with you guys for years now, for literal years. It's been so much fun. Hope we're able to do this for a long time. But Sarah, thank you for the support. It really does mean a lot to me. A lot of the success of this channel too is to you, Sarah. It couldn't have happened without you. So I greatly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seriously, we got to talk Scream 7 sometime. Sarah has some killer opinions on Scream too. I love talking horror with you. She's a little bit of a micro celebrity too in the community. She's on Ryan C. Showers' podcast and on the Night Watch Zones live streams. So I mean, she's killing it out here. She's making it happen. Ella is saying Marrowbone 2018 Marrowbone would be a Slay date night movie. I don't know, man. You just got to watch it. I've seen that. It's got Mia Goth in it, right? It was really interesting. I finally watched that. What was that? A couple weeks ago, I want to say I watched that movie. I've been trying to watch more like early Mia Goth movies, like Suspiria from 2018 was one I tried to watch again recently. This movie. There's a lot of good stuff she did like before X came out, which is kind of when she like really, got shot into the mainstream. So I was trying to watch some of that again. I had seen Suspiria, that remake, like back in like 2019. I really enjoyed it. There was things about the ending I wasn't crazy about, but it was an interesting new take on the Giallo film. It's totally different, like totally not the same thing. And I really appreciate reimaginings like that. The ending I have some problems with, but still really cool nonetheless. It's a very interesting movie. But yeah, Marrowbone, if you have not seen, is a really interesting little slow burn. I really enjoyed that one. I thought it was really cool. It's another gross movie too. I like gross movies. Nightfall 3D is saying the only horror I genuinely enjoy anymore is a good ghost story. The others, Conjuring, Insidious, yummy. I like that you said yummy. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's some good ghost stuff out there for sure. Mike Flanagan, dude. Oh, he's killing it with anything he puts out that's, ghost story related is all very good. Trying to think what else like ghost story wise has been really good lately. I personally wasn't crazy about the latest Insidious. I love that franchise to death, but I don't know, that 5 was kind of whatever. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't the worst Blumhouse release as of recent. I gave it like a 5 out of 10 personally. Some good jump scares in there for sure. It got me a couple times. I liked seeing the lipstick demon again. That was cool. The latest Conjuring, The Nun 2, it was an improvement upon the original The Nun, but still not great in my opinion. Once again, I always got to say that, my opinion. Don't want to offend nobody. If I'm saying it though, isn't it my opinion? I really got to stop. I got to stop that. Got to cut that out of my vernacular. What else is going on? What else is happening out there in the chat? If I want to be really terrified, must be a ghost story. Hell yeah. Do it crazy? Do it crazy, Ella? I don't know. Did I watch Nickelodeon growing up? Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's why I love horror movies, because there's so many Nick shows where like horror adjacent, right? He's a phantom. Dude, that Danny Phantom intro goes so hard. I don't care what anyone says. I love that. Watched a lot of Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. I think that's Cartoon Network though, but I watched a lot of that. I watched a lot of Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network when I was a kid. Okay, this is not horror adjacent at all, but I fucking love Wonder Pets. I still watch that shit. It goes so hard. Like, listen, I know this is a horror channel, okay? I know we're, we got slashers. We're only talking Scream. We're only talking Terrifier. We're only talking Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. But Wonder Pets goes hard. I don't care what anyone says. It's so good. I love every second of it. Silver Princess is throwing $5 out there. Thank you, Silver Princess. Appreciate you. Saying, which Ghostface family would win? Roman and Jill or Ethan and Quinn? Oh, Roman and Jill have that all day, dog. They have that literally all day. Ethan and Quinn, some of the weaker ghost faces in my opinion. I really like Jill though. Jill is a badass, and I mean Roman's got Ethan on size. Like just in general there. Oh my God, you're gonna destroy the other two ghost faces there with this matchup. I think maybe a more fair matchup might be like Roman and Jill versus like Billy and Stu. Or like what about trying to think here. Trying to come up with a really interesting duality or some kind of matchup. I think Richie and Amber versus Billy and Stu is a good matchup for a couple of reasons. Like, Amber's pretty quick, you know what I mean? Amber's got agility. Then you also got, Richie, who could go up against Billy a little more. I feel like Billy and Richie would fight each other. Amber and Stu would probably fight each other. So that's a good matchup too. But Roman and Jill versus Ethan and Quinn, I think Roman and Jill wins that fight all day. Jill's smart. Roman's he's a bigger dude. So I don't know. I feel like they win that fight. Ethan and Quinn also just like they're kind of losers. Ethan and Quinn die so easily, too. That's my other thing. Takes a minute for Roman and Jill. I mean, Roman almost kills Sydney. Listen, I have my criticisms about the guy, but he almost kills Sydney, dude. And he would have if she didn't have a bulletproof vest. So, got to give props to Roman for that reason, at the very least. And he's the only solo ghost face. Again, there's a lot of things to add to Roman, even if there is a lot of stretches, gaps in logic there. It don't matter. Jill's also pretty badass too. I think Jill's a fucking sick ghost face. Her reveal is so upsetting to me. I'm still not over it. Fun fact. Still not over it. It's great stuff. Silver Princess though, love it. Thanks for the $5. I hope that we get new ghost faces in Scream 7 and not Stu Macher. I love Stu. Stu is so cool. My favorite ghost face. But that time is since past us, I think, right? But who knows? Anything's possible. Honestly, I think the Stu fans are going to be very happy come next year, if I'm being honest. But thanks for the $5. I really appreciate you. Oh my God. Wow. Look at this. What's up, dog? How's it going? I unfortunately cannot read that, my friend. I am a very stupid American. And here in America, we're not bilingual. At least the majority of us are not. We're all a bunch of idiots here. I'm so sorry. I wish I could read that, my friend. But welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. Welcome. I love the profile picture. It's gorgeous. It's very pretty. Welcome. You're talking about Blood and Honey, dog. Hell yeah. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, baby. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wild. I'm so excited for that next week. It's going to be cool. Your boy might be seeing it early, too. Ooh. Oh, shit. Jake's got a lot of crazy shit going on right now. It's awesome. Rye Shy Guy is saying, Jake, don't know if you have an AMC theater near you, but if you do, Insidious is going to be back for one night on April Fool's, and it's not an April Fool's joke. Oh, shit. Okay, that's exciting. I heard all the Spider-Man movies are coming back, and I'm like unbelievably excited to see those movies in the theaters again. The Tobey Maguire ones will always just have a very near and dear spot in my heart. I love those movies to death. I'm going to be seeing at least two. Two is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Spider-Man 2 it's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing about it. I love it. Spider-Man 2 fucking rocks. So I'm definitely seeing that one. And I really like 1 too. 3's got some problems, but 3's also a lot of fun too. Sandman is awesome. Victor Crowley Customs is saying, I want to see Damien Leone and Adam Green work together. Okay, I definitely see that. I'm curious to see what Damien Leone does next after Terrifier. There's rumor that he's working with Ghost House Pictures on something. I just read the most ridiculous comment I think I've seen ever. I'm going to get to that in a second. I want to see... I can't even... Train of thought off the rails when I read that. No, but I could totally see him working with some other people. I mean, he's potentially collabing with Sam Raimi on a new project. That's very exciting. I'm very excited to see what else he does besides just Terrifier, just Art the Clown killing people. What does he do next? Something a little more grounded, something outside the realm of slashers. I'm here for it, whatever it is. Ella is saying, my ass is clapping to the tune of the Wonder Pets theme. Y'all need Jesus. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm kidding. Joking. Jokes. Leaf Delabec is saying, you're awesome, Jake. No, you are, Leaf. You are. You're awesome. Love you. Thanks for being here, dog. Ass clapping to Wonder Pets. That's something I bet the creator of Wonder Pets never thought would happen. Never thought would come from from their kids show. Sam is with us. What's up, Sam? How's it going? Roman also gave Sydney a real run for her money in that final scene. I was just saying that, Sam. I'm so with you. Yes, 100%. 100% yes. Roman's pretty badass. Listen, you know, everything I have to say about him, I put it aside because he does have some moments in that third act. Listen, say what you want about Scream 3, the third act is pretty fucking cool. Christy is saying the third Saturday in October was taken off of Tubi. That's no good. It's no fun. I haven't seen that one. Third Saturday in October. Shit. Ryan Swayze is saying, "Are you excited for Alien Romulus, dude? It's one of the movies I am the most excited for all year. Genuinely. Fede Alvarez doing Alien. It's gonna be good. Like genuinely. I'm very excited. I want a good Alien movie, dude. I feel like we haven't had like a banger in that franchise since like the sequel. I love the Alien versus Predator movies. Those are a lot of fun. But like just a genuinely good sci-fi movie in that franchise. It's been a minute, you know. Alien Resurrection, I enjoy personally. I get why some people don't like it. Alien 3, I don't know. I just can't get into it. Love David Fincher, but I don't know. I don't know what happened with that one. And the latest ones, I'm just not crazy about. Prometheus and Covenant. I don't know. They just didn't do it for me, unfortunately. But very excited for whatever Fede's vision is going to be. Apparently Ridley Scott fucking loved it. So whatever it's going to be good. VKD is saying Mickey and Charlie, they both soloed 2 cops. Very good point. Very good point. No arguments there. Mickey's a badass. One of my favorite ghost faces for sure. Infinite Sky is saying, speak for yourself. I'm currently learning Spanish on Duolingo. Fuck yeah, Infinite Sky. That's awesome, dude. Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with learning a new skill like that. That's badass. I guess, you know, my little dumb little joke there was that a lot of us, I learned recently that a lot of people in other countries are bilingual. Like they can speak like whatever, you know, whatever the, you know, main languages of their country, whatever, and also a little bit of English, which is something that like kind of shocked me a little bit. I was like, wow, English is it's tough to learn. You know, it's not an easy language to learn. It's all over the place. Us Americans, especially, we like to break the rules all the time with how we speak. So it's tougher to understand for that reason. I just think that's really impressive. I would love to learn a second language. I can speak a little bit of German, but that's from high school. So I don't know what I could give you right now at 25. I almost forgot my own age there. That's where I'm at mentally. But wait, what is this conversation? Ella's saying I watched Dawn of the Dead the other day, and oh my god, why did Phil Dunphy from Modern Family have to be in a sex scene? My eyes. To which Sarah says, oh my god, Ella, right. That's a wild movie, man. I love Dawn of the Dead. Both of them. I love both of them for totally different reasons. 2 totally different movies. Kind of with the same plot, but I love them. I love them both. They're both great. Both scary, both gross. Little Rascal V. I love it. You're a little rascal. Welcome in, dog. Welcome in. I'm so ready for The Strangers. Ooh, that's going to be fun. That's one of my favorite, genuinely one of my favorite horror movies from like the thousands. I think the original Strangers is so fucking scary. It's great. I hope that this new sequel really adds to it, really builds upon what we built upon the last 2 movies. Because they're talking about explaining the Strangers, and that's something I'm like, you gotta walk that line real carefully. Something that people love about the Strangers is that they're not explained, you know. So how are we going to explain them in a way that feels satisfying? So it's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough to do. I hope they do it in a way that totally works, though. I really do. I'm rooting for Rennie Harlan. All 3 of these movies. It's crazy. It's good stuff. Who have I not talked? I'm trying to talk to everybody. I'm trying to hit more people. I'm not trying to hit people. I'm trying to get more comments on screen. Trayvon King is saying some of the Harry Potter movies are horror movies. I remember some of the later ones that I watched, like in theaters. I was like, ooh, that had a little bit of a scary moment to it there. That was kind of cool. Was it like 5 maybe? Order of the Phoenix? Is that the 5th one? I don't know. I'm not super. I haven't never was really super into the Harry Potter movies, but I have seen them all. I remember 5 having scary moments, but maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. They kind of fluctuate tone and feel throughout those movies. That was something I remember really liking about all of them. It's like all of them were not the same, you know? Some, like the first 2 were kind of like kids movies. 3 starts to dive a little more into like teen teens fantasy kind of stuff, and I thought that was interesting. So I don't know. I really like the Harry Potter movies. I think they're interesting. They're interesting little flicks. Billy is saying, I can barely speak English and born and raised in the States can still barely speak it. Yeah. There are some days where my speaking ain't too good either, dog. I'll tell you what. It's it's tough. Too tough. Zach Lantern is saying, I'm excited to see Damien's take on Friday the 13th. Yeah, Damien Leone has said he was interested in doing Friday the 13th. I think that would be cool. His take on Jason would be a lot of fun. Jason is obviously a very different slasher than Art the Clown. They're both silent, but, Jason is a little less expressive than Art is. Jason's got different motives, I think, at least. I don't really know what Art's motives are, if I'm being honest, but whatever Jason's MO is definitely different than Art the Clown's, I think. I think we can tell that just from the 2 movies we got with Art. But yeah, I wonder what Damien would do with Friday the 13th, in a bigger budget and all that. It intrigues me for sure, but I think it would just be a mistake if they made a Friday the 13th film and the people from Womp Stomp who made those killer fan films, Never Hike Alone, Never Hike Alone 2, it would be a mistake if they weren't involved in some capacity. Tell you what, I think Vincent DeSanti has earned his place in that franchise for sure. All media is saying, what if we want to be hit? Doug, this is how YouTubers get canceled. I'm sorry. I'm not playing into this. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, man. Billy Jennings is also saying, no background that made it scarier. You were home. Yeah. The Strangers, man. Scary as fuck. Love it. Great stuff. I love that original. Pray at Night's a lot of fun, too. I love Pray at Night. And I know some people who like Pray at Night more than the original. I respect it. Pray at Night's a fucking banging slasher. One of the better ones from the 2010s, I think, for sure. What do you think of the Pooniverse? Asks Mr. Movie Madness. Listen, I know some people are going to get that news and be like, this is going to be so bad. And of course it's going to be bad. It's going to be so bad. It's good, dog. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I think it's funny. As much as I will talk about Scream and I'm like, man, this franchise needs to make sure it's taking itself seriously. This is a very specific vibe. I have very, 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 very specific opinions about, Scream or franchises that do take themselves seriously. There are also a lot of, slasher movies out there that are just B-movie schlock and fun. And this is a perfect example of that. I'm actually kind of glad that there's something in the mainstream that is that. Something that's comparable to like Full Moon Features or I'm trying to think like what else is a good example. The Leprechaun movies, shit like that. I'm glad that something like that is so popular, if I'm being honest. I think that there are there's negatives to the public domain horror stuff. I mean, like what was that, like Mickey's Mousetrap thing or whatever? I don't know, dude. That doesn't look like it's going to be anything good. But I do appreciate the, smearing shit in Mickey Mouse's face. I do appreciate that. I will say that. So I have very, very mixed feelings about the Disney Corporation these days. So it's cool. It's cool for that reason, right? I think it adds another layer to why I actually do enjoy these movies. But I also get it at the same time. If you're someone who's like, I have no interest in that whatsoever, I get it. It's not for everybody. But I really enjoy So Bad It's Good. Like, this is so goofy and dumb nonsense stuff. I hate when you turn a pre-existing franchise into that, which is something that I think has happened to the Child's Play franchise currently, which sucks. But if you want to just make a movie that's Winnie the Pooh killing people, run it, dude. Yeah, sure. Like, why the hell not? You don't got to see it. If you're not into that, you don't got to see it. That's all good. But I'm going to check it out. Me and my buddies, we're all very excited for it. We think it's the consensus in my friend group, at least, has been like, we're glad that something like this is very popular because, you got to have all of these different things in the ecosystem that is horror, right? You got to have the movies that do take themselves seriously, the movies that are scary, but you also got to have the movies that you can laugh at and have fun with. I think that's very important because horror is not just one thing. Horror movies do not just mean movies like The Exorcist, movies like Hereditary, movies like Evil Dead 2013. You got to have movies like Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness where you can laugh at this. This is so goofy. This is over the top. It's campy. You got to have variety. I think that's what makes horror so special. And the Pooniverse is absolutely giving that. You know what I mean? It's absolutely giving that diversity to horror that has always made this genre one of my favorites. I don't always want to be scared. Sometimes I want to fucking laugh my ass off. And this is the place to do that, I think. So once again, are these movies going to be, well-written masterpieces that are going to be up for Oscars? No, absolutely not. But I think they're going to be fun. I'm excited for them personally. Nightclub Zombie. I have always loved that name. I think it's so cool. Nightclub Zombie. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for the $5, man. Hi, Jake. Hello. What do you think Victoria Hayes' role is going to be in Terrifier 3? Apparently it's going to be much larger than the sequel. I genuinely think while, Terrifier 3, as we know, is going to be a Christmas movie from the poster, from the teaser, from all that fun stuff, I also think that it's going to be a little bit of touching on some... frog in my throat. I think it's going to touch on Bride of Terrifier a little bit too. I think Victoria Hayes is going to be running around killing people as her own version of a fucked up clown. And think about this, right? We have Victoria Hayes being all clownified in this movie. We got to see the mom in the previous movie for like a single shot be all clownified. We got the little pale girl, another great example. I think we're just going to keep adding clowns to the family until it just becomes insane, total insanity. So I really think that's going to be her role. She's just going to be following around Art throughout the movie. We haven't seen any set photos to my knowledge of Samantha Scafidi, who plays her. So I don't know. Is she going to be in the movie a lot? I hope so. I really do. We haven't, when you really think about it too, we haven't seen too much of what's going to happen in the movie besides the mall stuff, and because they had to film that in public, right? But we haven't seen too much else. So I don't know. I really hope that she does have a bigger role, though. I really thought the little pale girl added a lot to Terrifier 2 that was missing from the first Terrifier. So very excited to see it. So Nightclub Zombie, I hope her role is big. I hope they kind of do the whole Bride of Terrifier thing. I think that's really fun. And thanks for the $5. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh shit. Splattercast. What's up? Yo, Jake, love the channel. Thanks for covering our Leprechaun interview on your channel. Dude, you know what? Splattercast, you know what I forgot to do? And I feel so bad about this. Thank you. Thanks for coming in the stream and saying, hey, I forgot to put the interview in my fucking, in the description. I'm going to share that. I'm literally going to share that tonight, though, dudes. Because I really like what you guys do. And I really dig that you did that interview. I totally forgot to do, I always list my sources in my video description. I meant to do that. So let me fix that. let me fix that, dudes. I'll make that happen. I'm gonna make a little post about it literally right now. I don't even care. I'm not doing anything. I'm not busy right now, Check out. What do you guys want me to say too? I'll be your meat puppet. What do you guys want me to say? Are you guys still here? They probably dipped. That's all good. Splattercast, love you guys. Subscribe to their page. Very good stuff over there. They got a big scoop on the new Leprechaun reboot, ladies and gentlemen. Talked about it in my new video today. So check out this dope AF, dope as fuck podcast. Check out this dope as fuck. I'm just going to say that. Dope as fuck podcast. There you go. A little community post for you guys. So you're welcome. There we go. Yeah, go subscribe to Splattercast. Cool stuff over there. Love it. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. No, you are all good. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks, dudes. Appreciate it. Good job on the scoop. And look at that. Sarah Campbell, you're killing it. Thank you. Throwing a little link out there. Go subscribe. Get them. What are they at right now? 1.65K. Get them to 2K. Come on. We got 350 people. Somewhere. Get them in there. Make it happen, dog. No, thanks for showing up, though. Appreciate you guys. What else is going on? Sloppenheimer. I can never not click on this name. It's too funny. Sam Carpenter turns Ghostface, but instead of killing innocents, she kills cult members that are hunting Sidney Prescott. Confusing Sidney since Ghostface used to traumatize her and is helping her now. Sam has the aged mask. This was my pitch. This was genuinely my pitch for Scream 7. Before all the news came out, I was like, this would be so dope if you had, Sam kind of goes Ghostface and goes after all of the other people online who are trying to, finish Richie's movie, a bunch of cringe, film incels kind of vibe, you know, from all these new ghost faces. Sam's just going after him, killing him. And then Sidney Prescott's like, you got to stop, Sam. You're killing people. You're killing people who haven't even committed murder yet. And Sam's like, but they were going to. You know, that little moral dilemma, that would have been so fun. And then Sidney maybe has to kill Sam, like, in the end, because she's turned evil. Listen, I dig that so much. That's so fun. What a way to collide both stories. Like, I don't know. I would be so into something like that. I pitched that like a long time ago in a video. I can't even remember what it was called for the life of me. But that was one of my favorite Scream theories. Like that one still sticks with me to this day. I think like something that, I don't know why I'm remembering it this way, but I remember the thumbnail was like Sam versus Sidney. And people were like, oh, that's cool, dude. Some people were like, that sucks. Like, I don't want that for Sam, which I get. You know, some people want a happy ending for Sam Carpenter. I get that. But I was kind of like, my thoughts with that really come down to the fact that I don't want her, I just don't want Sam's story to end the same way as Sydney's, you know? I don't want it to just be, you know, she's looking back at the open door and she has a hot cop boyfriend now. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want the same thing. Sam is a different character. I want a different story for her, I guess. So whatever ends up happening in Scream 8, where she hopefully returns, fingers crossed, baby. I hope it's good. I hope it's something different and a satisfying ending, whether that's tragic or happy. One way or the other. What else is going on here? I still refuse to rewatch the original Terrifier. The hacksaw scene is still too much. Dude, totally fair. I mean, shit. It's a lot. I mean, it is a lot. That's the point, you know? And if that's not for you, that's all good, dog. I've always loved the shock of Terrifier. It never fails to amuse me anytime I watch it. It's so much fun. You know, for me, I'm having a good time. I know it's not real. I know it's, you know, I can watch the shit and say that, but the only movies that really gross me out and fuck me up nowadays are like Human Centipede or something like that. I'm just desensitized. I think genuinely that's where my mind is. Like, I see shit like this and I'm just like, yeah, classic. That art guy, what a goofy fella. But I'm fucked. I'm sick in the head, though. Villain killing Dylan. So it's probably good that that's the reaction you have to something so visceral. Sorry, I'm cursed too. Is saying, hey, I don't know if you've seen my comment, but I rewatched Red Right Hand last night. Dude, thank you. Appreciate it. It was awesome, man. Even better than the first two watches. Anyways, I'd be down to catch up on some questions you forgot about. Dude, absolutely, man. Sorry, I'm cursed. Just put out a podcast with old Jake. Really appreciate that. I thought it was a really good conversation. I shared it. I also have that in my little community tab there. So don't only check out Splattercast. They're great, but also check out Sorry I'm Cursed. So that video's doing pretty good, man. You got like 122 views on that a day ago. Hell yeah, dog. So check that out. We had a really fun little interview. We talked a bit about my new short film. Talked about where the name KillJoy Jake comes from. Go check it out. Give him a watch. Make that happen. But yeah, anytime, man. Anytime you want to talk, hit me up. The Undead Society is with us tonight, saying, Jake, going back to what I had mentioned before some live streams ago, I hope we get some answers about how Kirby is with Sydney. You want to see Kirby in this new movie? I want to see her too. I think she's we've reinvented the character. You know, we made her much more interesting. Not only is she, you know, the Randy archetype, I gotta get a water. Oh, there's my water. It was hidden from me, dudes. Oh. Those who have been in the stream this whole time are hopefully rejoicing with me. But if you're completely lost, I couldn't find this earlier, and it was hidden from me behind a little cabinet back there. But let's get back to this. Kirby Reed, I hope she's in the next one. I think we have a lot that we can still do with her character. She's an FBI agent now. She can serve as our Randy. You know, we always need a Randy. So there you go. Have Kirby in there. Have Gale in there. Have Kincaid. There's your new core four, baby. So no, I'm totally into something like that. That would be a lot of fun. I also, you know, I want Melissa Barrera back. Don't get me wrong. Like I want her to come back to this franchise. That would be so very cool. And you know, she was wrongfully fired. That fucking sucks. But I am kind of excited to see like a new group of characters be the focus in this new movie. I think that once again, going back to what I've always said about this franchise, keeping things fresh, keeping things interesting. I think we can do that one more time with Sidney Prescott. I genuinely believe that. We have another story to tell with her family. And, you know, centering on her, Kirby, Gale, and Kincaid, especially Kincaid. We have a lot of character work we can still do with them. Now that it's been years past when we last saw Kincaid. Like I said, Kirby, we didn't really get into that much with Scream 6. We learned a little bit more about her, but we could dive more into that character, I think. She's an FBI agent. She's really interesting. There's a lot we can do with that. Honestly, and I hate to say this too, but as much as I am excited to have Neve Campbell back, I really hope that Patrick Dempsey, Hayden Panettiere, Gale Weathers all come back, because there's those characters I feel like have a lot of room to grow, where Sidney Prescott I feel like is kind of very much so at the end of her arc, if not past it at this point. So I do kind of hope we have those characters there and we can focus a lot on building them up as characters, where Sydney's going to be there to be our rock. You know what I mean? Sydney's going to be there to be our rock, our final girl who's fighting against ghost faces. But I don't know how much more character work we need to do with her besides, you know, showing how her life how her life has changed as a mother. That's like the biggest thing I really want to see from her in part 7. I love Sydney, you know, don't get me wrong. I just think there's a lot of character work we can do with some of these side characters who haven't been in the movies as much as she has. There's so much Scream 7 can do to succeed, too. At this point, I really hope they take those chances. Jason is asking if there's any confirmation. Yeah, there's no confirmation on Patrick Dempsey or really any of the other cast. I hope so. I hope we get that news soon, which we probably will. But dude, I mean, Patrick Dempsey was just in Thanksgiving. It would be almost crazy if he wasn't in Scream 7 with how much the fans are into that. I've seen so many theories like revolving around Patrick Dempsey. That's probably the biggest thing, honestly, I've seen from Scream 7 so far. If there's any like surefire casting, I would say Patrick Dempsey and Courtney Cox are for sure going to be in this next movie. Hayden Panettiere, I'm a little more on the fence about, so I'm not sure. Ty is asking if I've seen Shivers from David Cronenberg. I love Shivers. It is so good, so gross, so much fun. That's a very underrated movie from him because it's not really like the rest of his catalog. It's very different. It's almost like a comedy. It's almost more of a farce, but I really enjoy Shivers. I love that movie. It's so good. So good, so gross. His first real feature too. We live in a universe where the Winnie the Pooh verse might exceed past the canceled Dark Universe. Yeah, dog. You're damn right. You're damn right, dude. It's happening. Once again, I said this earlier. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for these schlocky B movies having some popularity. I think it's gonna be fun. There are some downsides to public domain horror, but man, I'm here. It's gonna be fun. I also gotta say, Reese Frake Waterfield, producer Scott Chambers, writer Matt Leslie of Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2, been super kind to my page. Nothing but nice. They might be working on something with them too. I don't know what that's gonna be. You might see it next week though. I don't know. I wonder what that is. Wonder what that could be. So I really appreciate them. Supporting my video from yesterday too. That was or from a couple days ago, I should say. That was really cool. That was really I thought that was sick. That was really, really cool of them. Jordan Talks Films is saying, see you, mate. Let me hop on one day. Dude, hell yeah, man. I'll hit you up. I think we're following each other on the old Instagram. We'll make that happen. I don't always like talking to myself here. I try to do like one stream a week where I'm kind of like talking to everybody, but I do like talking with other folks on here a lot of the time. It's hard to coordinate schedules. Let me tell you, we're all busy. We got a lot of YouTube channels out there that I'd love to talk to, but we're all doing our streams. We're all making it happen. So Jordan, let's do it sometime, man. That'll be a lot of fun. Thanks for the $2. Appreciate that. We got to talk about your voice changer idea too. I was really digging that. So I might hit you up about that a little later. So thanks for the $2, dude. Appreciate you. Movies for You is saying, what about Terrifier 4? Terrifier 4 will most likely happen. Damien Leone has talked a lot about it. Terrifier 3 is going to make money too, because of course it is. I mean, they had like a $2 million budget. They're totally making that back. I don't know how they won't, with how popular Terrifier 2 was, with how horror fans are losing their minds over this franchise. Yeah, Terrifier 4 is going to happen. Terrifier 3 is going to make money. I bet all my chips on it. Bet all my chips on that. Movies for You. Tell you what. Who's someone I haven't talked to this stream that I'm trying to get more people up on here. Next Gen is saying, I think Terrifier 4 on Easter would be perfect. Okay, I dig that. Since it's another religious themed holiday and we don't have many Easter horror movies, Art putting body parts in Easter baskets. That's hilarious. Yeah, you know, I think it was a really big swing for them to make Terrifier 3 a Christmas movie. I really wasn't expecting it, if I'm being honest. I was hyped when I got the news, you know? I mean, dude, let me tell you, I was one of the first people to go to the screening of Terrifier 2 to get this damn poster. I'm like, I'm getting this poster if it kills me. I don't care. I will get this framed and signed one day, but, you know, that's still making that happen. It's a big swing. You know, it really is. I think I think they can mess it up, but they won't. You know, it's Damien Leone and co. They fucking kill it every time. But I think the worry there is that it would become too gimmicky. It would become too like, oh, they're making it Christmas themed now to bring in people. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be it's going to be a really fun time. It's going to be homage to some of our favorite Christmas slashers. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Easter would be fun. I've heard Valentine's Day thrown out there a few times, but you make a good point about the religious themed holiday. You know, what does Terrifier stand for? We stand for it stands for blasphemy. It stands for, you know, being shocking and all that. So I mean, that it makes sense. I see why they would go down that path. Chrissy saying, you haven't said much to me yet. Chrissy, I love you, dog. Thanks for being here. I'm sorry. But hello. I meant to put a and not a question. Oh, I got you. It's all good. Listen, you got to be a little sassy to get old Jake's attention, okay? That's I'm just fucking with you. Chrissy, I appreciate you for hanging out with us. Thank you. And you know what? Villain Killing Dylan makes a really good point here. The Art Bunny, come on. We got to see it. We got to see Art the Clown in a bunny costume after being in a Santa costume. That would be great. That's hilarious. All right, one more from Cat Bread, and old Jake's I gotta get going. I haven't eaten anything all day, and I just realized that. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get some food in my tummy. Cat Bread is saying probably not a horror, but as a horror ghost fan and Super Mario fan, opinions on a Luigi's Mansion movie. I love that this is my last question. I'm here for it, man. I weirdly just started playing this on GameCube. I don't have a whole lot of time, ladies and gentlemen, but the other day, I found myself with a couple of hours to just do nothing, and it was blissful, let me tell you. What did I do in that time? I fired up the GameCube that my brother got me for my most recent birthday, and I started playing Luigi's Mansion, a game I have never played before, which I know is like, what? How have you never played that, dude? I was a PlayStation kid growing up. PlayStation 2, and name a PlayStation 2 title. I played the fuck out of that. Luigi's Mansion, just started playing this. So weird. What a coincidence, Catbread. I'm here for it, man. It's an interesting little side game. I'm almost a bigger fan of the side Mario games than I am like the main ones too, which I think is probably a weird take. This is so dorky, and this is such a weird like preview behind the curtain of what Jake's life is like. But me and my buddies weekly have a Mario Party like tournament. I'm not kidding. This is such a weird thing to admit to the internet, but weekly, me and my buddies, we play Mario Party. And once again, a thing I'm not proud of. I'm really good at it. Like it's a children's game. It is literally a children's game. I'm so good. Like I will destroy you guys at Mario Party. Let's go. Like anyone who wants to challenge me, you can name the fucking game. Any of them. Let's go. Let's play Mario Party. I'll destroy you. But staying on topic here, I'm down for it, man. The Mario movie was a lot of fun. I had a blast with it. I'd be down for, you know, more video game movies just in general. They've actually been good lately, dude. Like that's crazy. We have a renaissance, a golden age, if you will, of video game movies, man. So I'm here for it. I love it. Billy Jennings is saying Mario Party is the shit. I'm a grown man, dude. Me too. And I play it once a week. Like. I'm such a dork. That and Catan, Settlers of Catan, those are like my games. I love those. I love those games to death. I will, anytime someone wants to play Catan or Mario Party, I'm there, dude. I'm like, let's go. I would start a whole page dedicated to Mario Party. Like I love horror movies. I do. But oh my God, I think I think Mario Party is so crazy. You totally got me on Smash Bros, dude. I suck at Smash. Like, you will kick my ass there, Dylan. No, straight up. Straight up, you will kick my ass at Smash Bros. Mr. L is saying, my wife beats me at Mario Party so hard. I've never raged so hard in my life. That's so funny. Oh my God. Not even trolls in Call of Duty have touched my nerves so hard. Dude, that's hilarious. No, like legit, Mario Party, like if someone beats you by like a couple of stars, man, hands are being thrown, dog. Like... We've had some, there have been some nights where it's been like, dude, what the fuck, man? How did you just get like 2 stars in one turn, man? We've had a few of those where it's like, what the fuck? Game-changing moves. You want to talk about good twists and turns, you know? There is no twist in the Scream franchise that has upset me as much as some of the twists and turns in Mario Party. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the note I'm going to leave you on. A very strange note at that. Well, you know, another thing to wrap up this stream, it's been a crazy week already in terms of horror news. If last week wasn't fucking nutty, oh my God, we know about the Poonaverse now. We have 3 big horror movies coming out this week, and we might have the Beetlejuice 2 trailer coming out tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned for all that. Your boy's going to be talking about it. It's going to be a fun week. Will I get to the other videos I want to make this week? Probably not, but I can guarantee you there's going to be crazy shit on the page and, you know, more videos on weekends now that I'm not working from, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Dear God. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute blast. I'll be live again at some point this week. We're doing that Ghostbusters watch party too. It's happening. I swear to God, it's going to happen before Thursday. No promises, but also it's going to happen. Thanks for joining me tonight. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Peace out.